Hello again. I've done a few trades recently with some folks in the vinyl community, and I just wanted to do a little video thanking them for what they sent and showing it off a little bit. First one I did was with TheTcha, Robert, and got a Bob Marley 12-inch, No More Trouble in the World, Exodus. Another reggae album by Earth Messengers, Ivory Towers. I have to admit, I'm not really all that familiar with Earth Messengers, but I really love reggae, so that was a cool find. Capleton, I Testament, another reggae album, and then Cut Chemist. Cut Chemist is basically an electronic artist and a turntablist. One of those guys that does things to turntables that we're not supposed to do. But I really like this. I have this on CD, and it's a lot of fun. All kinds of samples and scratching and that sort of thing. So it was kind of cool to find that on vinyl. Next, I did a trade with Jason of JasonsVinylObsession, and I have 4 records here. Lou Reed's Mistrial, Split Enz, Conflicting Emotions. A huge Split Enz fan. Queens, A Night at the Opera. This is an album that I had in my collection, and at some point I either gave it to somebody, loaned it to somebody, or sold it. And then when I went through my period of not really buying much vinyl and being more into CDs in the 90s, of course I picked it up on CD. So I've got what I believe to be most of the entire Queen catalog now on vinyl, but I've yet to be able to find a clean copy of Night at the Opera. So thanks to Jason, I now have one. And then a MoFi, Mobile Fidelity, original master recording of Supertramp's Crime of the Century. Looking forward to spinning that. And then I did a trade with Dave, a Fish Out of Wasser, and picked up a few things. First, a Billy Bragg EP called Life's a Riot with Spy vs. Spy. Apparently he can't stand Billy Bragg, so I was the beneficiary in that one. UB40's first album, Signing Off. UB40, sort of a reggae band, pop reggae, but still a reggae band. Certainly more reggae, more traditional reggae than, say, a band like the Police. But anyway, I always thought this album was kind of cool because UB40 was named after a British unemployment benefit form, and so they used this, their very first album basically has that form as its cover. And this is a double album too. I didn't realize this when I sort of asked him to send it to me, but it's got a bonus single in there. That's a 12-inch single. And then what I didn't know is he was going to send along this 12-inch single. This is My Way of Thinking, back with I Think It's Going to Rain, from around the same period, both of those albums from I think 1980. But I really like UB40, and I certainly didn't have either of those, so it was kind of nice to get those. And then I was going to do another trade with TheTcha when he sent out his second video, or second, to my knowledge, his second video about trade offer. And as it turned out at that point, he was wanting to get rid of the records more than he was wanting to put more records in his collection. So we ended up not trading. We sort of agreed on a price, a very, very fair price for the records that I was interested in, and I paid him through PayPal, and he sent them to me. So there's one of them. Speaking of UB40, this is UB40's Labor of Love 2. It's the Labor of Love series of records that they did, where they paid tribute to a lot of the older reggae music that they grew up on and loved, with a cover of a pop song thrown in now and then. But most of this is labor of love, basically being, you know, recordings of the reggae songs that they love. Lyle Lovett. Lyle Lovett and his large band, I think that's just called that title. I do like Lyle Lovett. Pogues, If I Should Fall From Grace With God. Love this album. Have it on CD. Really glad to have it on vinyl. Peter Murphy, In Deep. Peter Murphy, the former singer for Bauhaus. Depeche Mode's Music for the Masses. And last but not least, Susie and the Banshees, Through the Looking Glass. Little budgie action there. So, anyway, those are the records that I got recently in trade. Thanks once again to Robert, TheTcha, Jason, Jason's Vinyl Obsession, and Dave, fishoutofwasser. I got one more trade in the works with Wes, Supra Wes. But his stuff hasn't arrived here yet, and I'm sure mine hasn't arrived at his house either. So, yeah, in general, thanks to you guys. I appreciate it, and hope you're enjoying what I sent your way. And it's been great, and I appreciate it, and I'd like to do this again sometime. All right, catch you around.